Renowned figure Andrew Tate sends shockwaves through the crypto world with his jaw-dropping Bitcoin revelation. Tate's unconventional DCA strategy sees him buying Bitcoin at an eye-popping $1 million per coin. With millions turning in, his bold move ignites discussions across the globe. Stay tuned as we delve into the implication of Tate's daring Bitcoin strategy. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's start. So we're starting off with, try this test the next time you are in a group of people mostly over 50 and ask them, 1. What they are thinking of Bitcoin, and then ask them do they own any. I tried this on other day, and out of 6 individuals I spoke with, all had heard of it, 0 had allocation to Bitcoin. The next one, Bitcoin breakout is imminent, and here we see this chart basically building up as we are preparing for this breakout. Also, Bitcoin, the perpetual premium, has been holding roughly at the same level for the past several weeks. This is pretty normal while trading at or near the all-time highs. In 2021, we've seen this at much higher levels. Per premium, difference between perp and spot pairs, and if perps trade higher, longs pay shorts funding rate. Next up, we are late stage in the biggest debt Ponzi scheme in history, and it's not Bitcoin. So which one is a Ponzi scheme? United States national debt, trillions of dollars, centrally controlled, not backed by anything, an unlimited supply, and you're here, and it's not the growth of the US dollar, it is actually its national debt, and you are here with a growth of price of Bitcoin where it has a fixed supply backed by energy and no one can control it. Total supply just 21 million. There are 8 billion people in this world. So not everyone is lucky to hold at least one, and as of now, already more than 10 million bitcoins are held by big companies and countries and all of that stuff. So 11 million left, and around like 4 to 5 million of those lost forever in wallets that were forgotten or people are dead. So it's even less the amount of tokens you can hold, and once it becomes the future currency, you are going to be rich if you're gonna purchase at least one, but any amount actually values. Why Ross Ulbricht is a Bitcoin legend, launched the largest Bitcoin market at 50 cents, just turned 40, serving a 2 times life sentence, a threat about him. So Ross launched the Silk Road in 2011, a free Bitcoin market where anything could be bought or sold. It's estimated 18% of drug users used the marketplace. It accounted for 20% of all Bitcoin tradings. By 2012, the Silk Road was so popular it was processing $22 million in trading volume. At $12, that's 1.8 million Bitcoin. For thousands, the Silk Road was an introduction to the power of Bitcoin. Silk Road employed hundreds of people who handled customer support, inventory, IT, marketing, quality control, and supply chain management, all were paid in Bitcoin, the market's only currency. Ross's motivation was ideological. It wasn't about making money. Silk Road had its own book club with readings on Friedrich Hayek and Ludwig von Mises. And all that being said, my primary motivation is not personal wealth, but making a difference. As corny as it sounds, I just want to look back on my life and know that I did something worthwhile to help people. It's fulfilling to me. If you don't know this joy, you may hear my words as insincere and as a way to manipulate, but I know they are true and resonate with some of you. There's nothing wrong with living your life to maximize your own pleasure, so long as you aren't hurting anyone in the process, but you will miss out on the higher levels of happiness if you focus is always on yourself. Ross's dream was to restore power to the people, to take it back from the state, and he saw the Silk Road and Bitcoin as a powerful vehicle for promoting liberty and free trade. Here's my point: Silk Road is about something much bigger than the thumbing your nose at the man and getting your drugs anyway. It's about taking back our liberty and our dignity and demanding justice. If prohibition is lifted and the drug industry is placed under the yoke of the state, then we won in a small way. way, but lost in a big way. Right now, drugs are ours, they aren't tainted by the government, we the people control their manufacture, distribution and consumption. We should be looking to expand that control, taking back our power and no giving what is ours to the very people that have been our enemies all along. Ross believed Bitcoin would stop the theft of inflation and rid the world of the Federal Reserve. And he said the Federal Reserve System relies on the force of the government to maintain its monopoly powered on the issuance of money, and this is how all central banks maintain their control, and without the state's involvement, people would be free to use whatever currency they like. Ross continued to promote Bitcoin even when US politicians used the Silk Road as an excuse to ban it, and he saw this as an affirmation regulations for falling. And at the time of Ross's arrest, his personal wallet was confiscated by the government, and it held over 144,000 Bitcoin, making Ross one of the largest holders of Bitcoin in history. And the US government auction of Ross's Bitcoin was a huge mainstream moment, and it was seen as a milestone as the US government legitimizing the industry. And here we could see FAT's auction 13.5 million worth of Silk Road Bitcoins. And during Ross's trial, it was uncovered that the DEA agents investigating him stole 80,000 Bitcoin, and other key defense topics were banned from the trial. And today, the official platform policy of the Libertarian Party calls for Ross to be pardoned and released, and Republican VP candidate Vivek Ramaswamy has vowed to pardon Ross if elected. And today, Ross's market is considered by some one of the largest contribution to harm reduction in narcotics distribution ever by anonymizing a violent trade, and it's estimated he may have saved thousands of lives. Today, the Bitcoin community continues to fight for Ross's pardon and release. By donating to freeross.org, you can help ensure Ross doesn't spend his life in prison. And back to Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate reveals his Bitcoin DCA strategy. So Andrew Tate is one of the most controversial personalities worldwide and a die-hard Bitcoin enthusiast. In a recent post on March 29th, Tate revealed his Bitcoin dollar cost averaging strategy. As a former kickboxer and current social media influencer, comments on X about his recurrent Bitcoin purchase since 2018, and notably the post had already surpassed 2.5 million views by press time, giving a strong message to the cryptocurrency investors. He said, "I bought my first Bitcoin in 2018, since then I've been buying some Bitcoin every single week without a fail, and I've never ever not once sold any. Do you understand this?" So how many Bitcoin purchases did Andrew Tate make? Feedbolt got this to this number with the Claude 3 Opus AI assistant. For that, we calculated the number of weeks from January 1, 2019 to March 30, 2024, resulting in nearly 274 weeks, and it is impossible to know how many weeks in 2018 were part of the Tate's DCA strategy with the revealed information, and they're saying that he was purchasing around the 1 Bitcoin every single week, but what if it was even more than 1 Bitcoin? Andrew Tate in cryptocurrency. However, this is not the first time the crypto market has hints about the influencers' investment in cryptocurrency. So in January 2023, the Romanian police seized millions worth of goods and assets as a part of Tate's criminal investigation, and among these assets, multiple sources report a seizure of 21 Bitcoin, which Reuters recently reported are still under police custody. And previously, The Guardian reported how Andrew Tate told his listeners that he flipped a 600,000 Bitcoin investment from March 2020, turning it into the $12 million profit. So what is a DCA strategy? The Bitcoin dollar cost average strategy lies in the idea that an investor must make recurrent Bitcoin purchases following a plan, and essentially these purchases must happen according to the plan and independent of the price Bitcoin is trading at that time. So that's kind of all the news we got for today's video, and if you're interested in more, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.